Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Water Songs Workshop, the place where I work on my character ideas, try out art challenges, and try to make your day a little bit brighter. Welcome back! I have such a fun idea for you all today. I let my Discord vote on what we should do, but I really wanted this to come through because I had an idea that I was just obsessed with and I had to draw it, and that is princesses inspired by food. I have been wanting to draw a blueberry princess for I don't know how long. It's just been there, itching to get out of my brain. So I'm so glad I get to do this. I had all the Discord members vote to see which one from each kingdom would be the one I drew. And from the Fruit Kingdom, the Blueberry Princess did win. I'm so happy, so proud of her. From the Veggie Princess, we had a tie between corn and peppers. I decided peppers for color story reasons, and you'll see there's already a big yellow one that everyone wanted. In the meat division, in the meat kingdom, we had bacon as the winner. In the sweet kingdom, we have the Pop-Tart Princess. And for the carb kingdom, we had the Taco Princess, which everyone immediately fell in love with. They all wanted Taco Princess. I cannot tell you how many times I saw Taco react on any of my posts for the next 3 weeks. Still ongoing, actually. But I'm so excited to introduce these princesses to you and how they influence each of their respective kingdoms. So let's go ahead and jump on in, because I am so excited to do this one. We're starting our journey today in the Fruit Kingdom, where Princess Blueberry reigns supreme. Now, blueberries are known for their rich color, their long-term health benefits with their antioxidants. They're not flashy or bold in flavor, but they're still semi-sweet and they're good for you. So my thought process would be, this princess would absolutely be helpful to the people of her kingdom over time, and is oftentimes a little underappreciated. She's quiet, she's lonely, but she's so sweet and does everything she can to help and make sure people are taken care of. And I just wanted this big round ball gown, these bustles, and she's kneeling down and her dress just woofs out to the side. I wanted round shoulders, I wanted round head, I wanted an updo. I wanted this person to give off grace and a round silhouette, and I added ruffles all over the place because I wanted this the poofiest gown possible. And honestly, I'm incredibly happy with where I ended up with her. She looks absolutely sweet, she looks adorable, and I think I did a wonderful job on her, to be honest. I also decided to give shadows to each one of these princesses to fit the color scheme they were in, and you'll see the red, the blue, the green, the pink, the yellow, respectively, in shadows and in the highlights. So really trying to up my art a little bit and dive into those highlights and actually make them make sense. But yeah, here's the finished inspiration for Princess Blueberry. Alright, the next neighboring kingdom we're going to be visiting is the Kingdom of the Veggies, and Princess Pepper is the one who rules there. Now, when I say pepper, I don't mean like the salt and pepper, like the ground pepper. I mean green peppers. I mean the red peppers. I mean yellow peppers. I mean banana peppers. I mean those peppers. I don't know about jalapenos yet. Those are a little bit too spicy for me. But usually what these sorts of peppers are good for is their support in dishes. They're barely ever the star unless you have a stuffed pepper. Most of the time you put them in fajitas, you put them in stews, you put them in salads. Like, they're good to help balance things, to give you those extra nutrients that you want. They're not exactly the most tasty things unless you're like actively looking for that taste. I think that her role in her kingdom, being a good support dish, is that she balances her kingdom like she would a meal. Correcting, stabilizing, and essential, but overlooked. For her design, I wanted to give her like this fountain hairstyle to reflect, like, if you cut like a pepper in half, that's kind of like what you would see. I wanted to make sure her dress was also just as like bell peppery shaped. So I gave it like this giant hips that like go upwards that don't make any actual anatomical sense, and then kind of like flare out at the bottom again just for some stabilization. I also put in mostly green, but I also wanted those yellows and reds to like show off like the different varieties of peppers there are. I gave her kind of a neutral face because she's also not the flashy type. She's very demure, very, very mindful. I wanted to make sure that she felt like she was the great balance. I made sure that she was as close to even as possible on both sides without using the ruler tool. I think I only did that for one princess. I tried to avoid it this time. But yeah, here's my finished interpretation of the Pepper Princess. Alright, the next kingdom we're visiting is the Kingdom of Meats? That's a weird sounding kingdom name. It's fine. But the princess in charge here is Princess Bacon. Now, as far as I know, everyone loves bacon, oftentimes to the point of overindulgence. I remember one time in high school, this is a wild story, when I was on the track team, there is one kid that anytime you would scream bacon towards them, they would suddenly start sprinting and go into a Naruto run because they were so inspired by bacon. I fairly certain that was a joke looking back, but I honestly couldn't tell you at the time. But I like to play around with the storyline of like too much of a good thing could potentially be a problem, but not necessarily. And I think that Bacon would be the type to believe that happiness and indulgence would be the things to keep her people happy. And she'd be the type to harmlessly and naively bring joy and make sure that people lived in a life of luxury. So I wanted to make sure I gave her those flowing shapes, that regal etherealness where she looks like she would lounge all day long. I wanted her to be the type to be the overindulgence of the princesses. She wants to keep her people happy. She wants to be happy and comfortable and relaxed. And that could be a great thing for a while. But yeah, I also wanted to make sure like I added in like all those different colors that you find within Bacon. I don't think I got all of them, but I still love the way this came out. I think she looks regal. I think she looks dynamic. I think she looks like she is the goddess and she knows it. But yeah, here is my finished interpretation of the Bacon Princess. The next kingdom we're moving to is the Sweet Kingdom. Kind of like the Candy Kingdom from Wreck-It Ralph, but more. Not just candy. And the princess here is Princess Pop-Tart. This one was fun when it got voted on. I didn't have a full idea right off the bat, but I knew I could do something with that square shape. Let's start with her personality though. This Pop-Tart is obviously sweet. It's visually pretty. Most of the time it's not underwhelming unless you like bite into a really bad Pop-Tart and get like no filling. But Pop-Tarts are colorful, and I think this princess would be genuinely sweet and loving of her kingdom, but also incredibly obsessed with their own image because she believes that she looks perfect. I think that this princess would be the type to be constantly looking in the mirror, making sure they look fabulous, and continuing on with their day. A little bit of the narcissistic type. Still genuinely kind, like spoiled but not rotten. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't think Pop-Tarts can go rotten. I think they just go stale. But yeah, for the design, I decided to take one of those French square-shaped gowns that I've seen occasionally and kind of overdo it and make her actually like a box shape to like make it look like that Pop-Tart exists. I had like this top layer as the crust, the second layer as like the frosting on top. I made sure that she was the cherry Pop-Tart because I really wanted that pink to come out. And then I gave her the filling as like the bottom tier of her dress. I wanted to make sure that she had like this French style updo, this white powdered face, this hand mirror. I wanted to make sure you knew exactly who this person was. full of herself, sweet, but always concerned about her self-image. And I think that might be to the detriment of her kingdom as well, where she's more of like a figurehead and doesn't actually like do anything politically. She cares, she just doesn't know really what she's doing. But yeah, here's my finished interpretation of the Pop-Tart Princess. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. The ruler of the Carb Kingdom. I like how that sounds, actually. The Carb Kingdom. The ruler of the Carb Kingdom is the Taco Princess. Now, of course, tacos are a mix of many ingredients in the first place. They're used at social events, customizable, they tend to fall apart easily. They are the life of the party. And I think that translates into her being the princess that values socialness, the bringing people together and connection, but also like falling apart if there's difficult situations, if there's any sort of pressure to her shell. I think she would be the one who would like fall apart the fastest. I also really wanted to take that Hispanic influence and like throw it into her as well, so I gave her kind of like a salsa dress. Do you see the pun there? Do you see the pun there? Because every taco needs some salsa. I wanted to make sure that all the ingredients were like seen in her dress, so I made the outer part of her dress like the taco shell, and then I put the sour cream, the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, everything else on the inner part of her dress. And I wanted to make sure she looked like she had like this Latina flair. I wanted to make it look like she was doing the salsa while having a salsa dress. I know, it's a little bit on the nose, but I thought it was a great fun. This was probably one of my favorite princesses to design. I think she looks like she's having fun. I think she looks like she is the sort of social princess that you would know her to be. Yeah, this is the one that everyone was looking forward to as well, and I wanted to make sure I did everyone proud. I hope you like it as well. But yeah, here's the finished interpretation of the Taco Princess. And here's all of them together. Look at this big, happy royal family. They make me so happy. This was such a fun challenge. I love this one so much. I'm so glad that this one won the poll, because I had so many ideas ready to go for this. If you wanted to design a princess for a neighboring kingdom, what would you pick? Please let me know below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if they speak out to me enough, and if this video does well, I might do a part 2, because I love this so much. And I want to draw more food princesses. Also, if you'd like to support me further, I do have a Patreon. Joining will let you vote on upcoming art challenges like this one. You can be part of the Discord community, you get special shoutouts at the end of my videos, and at higher tiers, you get discounts on commissions. Also, being part of the Patreon helps allow me to make these videos and helps me get through school, which is honestly the hardest thing I'm doing at the moment, most rewarding, but I still have several years to go, and I am running out of financial aid, so any bit of help really, really, really helps me out. Speaking of, I have some Patreon members to shout out. At the Sparkle tier, I have PillageTheVillage, timepixie, Jackie, Blacktodoroki, and Tim. And then at the Cosmic tier, I have Devon. Thank you all so much for all your support. I could not be doing this without you. I love you all so much, and I appreciate you every single second of the day. Yeah, but that should be everything for today. I can't wait to see you next time. Keep being fantastic, and I will see you around.